All right, welcome back to the Backlog after our kind of semi-disastrous first episode. We're deciding we're going to do a bit of a palate cleanser.
Yeah, after a brief respite.
Absolutely. I am Dan. I'm, of course, joined by Joe.
You know.
And we are going to play Turtles in Time.
Yeah. And that is a very short...
to go to attract mode. Yeah, let's get into it.
Let's just get right on in.
Yes, so we've had some food, we've had a little bit of a talk, and we're going to play something ostensibly easier. I am playing as Donatello.
I'm playing as Leonardo.
All right.
Because I was always Leonardo.
That way, I think everybody was.
Yeah.
There was a certain amount of, no, he's got two sweet swords. Of
two
course,
katanas. It's kind of hard to argue with that, really.
Yeah, I want to be that guy.
But yes, Ninja Turtles, seminal part of my childhood.
I remember the Nintendo, the arcade one. I think it was Turtles 2.
That was awesome.
With the first level with the burning apartment and all that.
Yep.
I do remember this one being like mind-blowing compared to that one. Spent most of my youth playing that one. And for that right there, it's like, you throw a dude into the screen.
And you got cool moves like that, doing the slam back and forth.
Yeah. In fact, don't you have to throw guys into the screen to beat, is it Shredder or...
I don't know.
I want to say there's a boss fight where he's like... Oh.
Oh, thanks, April. Egging us on.
Go, fight, win.
But yeah, I always loved Ninja Turtles.
Yeah,
Huge fan of the TV show. It's actually what got me into drawing.
Oh, really?
Initially. Yeah, 100% of the time, just constantly drawing Ninja Turtle stuff.
I could believe it.
Like it was the ideal TV show, and my parents were totally cool, giving me the action figures, all of that. It was just a glorious.
They're turtles. How violent could they be?
Well, the Ninja Turtles, you know. Oh, do you need any help? You got it. It's all yours.
Yeah. It is pizza time.
Oh, a little premature on that.
Was that me?
No, I hit that.
Okay.
I hit that. No, that's my bad.
One part of this that happens.
The Ninja Stars, very nice.
Screen blindness, where you're playing and you're like, wait, what's happening?
Well, like everything on here, like even the interactable stuff, looks like it could be part of the background.
Right.
But yeah, always a huge fan of the Turtles.
I'm
drawing my own little comics.
Oh,
and, all that kind of stuff.
Very cool. Did you get deep into the fan fiction where you're
fan fiction? I guess proto fan fiction.
Did you draw your own turtle?
Oh no.
Like this
is
me
always,
as a Ninja Turtle.
No. That was that's kind of a more internet developed deal, I think.
I don't know. I want to say it's like. I guess it
did that
probably
exist before.
Well, because here's the thing: is it's so closely tied to Sonic the Hedgehog that I wonder if it wasn't just always there, and the internet has unleashed that.
Definitely.
See, I blame Sonic the Hedgehog and Rescue Rangers for that particular
anthropomorphized animal type art where you're doing it for your own gratification.
Gratification is a good word for it. Yes,
I was trying to get
I appreciate you talking around that so wonderfully, expertly. Your pizza there if you need it. You've taken. You're slightly more damage than I am, as we're just mindlessly beating our way through this game.
Yeah, we wanted to take it a little easier after the punishment that we received from Earthworm Jim.
Was it as rough for you as it was for me?
I was watching. I was feeling for you. Oh, look at that!
I'll get him next time.
Synchronized jump kicks. Suck it. Who's this guy's name?
Baxter.
Baxter. Yes.
Baxter something.
Oh, his name's right there on the screen. Baxter. Jeez.
Well, it's Baxter. There's more to it than just Baxter. But I do know.
He's he was a scientist doing,
right.
This is the standard.
Yeah.
If anything, Ninja Turtles did embrace the tropiness.
Fun fact. Baxter,
oh, look at that flash. That's what we like to see.
Yeah, there we are.
Damage.
We know we're doing good because he's flashing. But Baxter is actually the name of a vaccine company. So just,
All right, then. FYI.
I happen to know that, so I'm just going to throw that out there.
I feel so educated.
Seems appropriate to throw out in New York at 3 a.m. as a mutant turtle.
Like you do.
Now, do we recognize that? Was that one of the...
this is the robot guy.
Like the B-tier type of villains? Because we haven't earned our right to fight the big names yet?
Yeah, and they tackled a lot of the other ones in the first arcade game. So you end up getting a little bit of the weirder...
Really? We're not going to get Rocksteady and Bebop?
I don't remember. You get them in a different way.
Right. I mean, because was it I think it was Rocksteady that you always fought the beginning. I mean,
right.
It was that burning apartment level that everybody played thousands of times.
Well, it's because you didn't have enough quarters to get any farther than that.
Yeah, you get 1 quarter and you got to make it through.
You got to make it through, and arcade games were not
the original microtransaction.
Exactly.
It's like, hey kid, we hear you got quarters.
And if you don't, go ask your parents for more quarters.
Let's face it, and since it came up in the last episode, Gauntlet was the ultimate one of those. It was just like, no, your life's going to tick away unless you put in a quarter. And just constantly reminding you the mechanic is mortality. So don't step in the manhole.
Yeah, no kidding. Oh yeah, he totally fall through. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Did you play a lot of? Have you played Turtles in Time before?
Yeah. I mean, only the Super Nintendo version. I don't think I was living that ritzy lifestyle to play it in the arcades.
Well, yeah. I mean, arcades were already kind of on the outs once the Super Nintendo. I always got that impression.
Well, my first job was as an arcade attendant.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, no, arcades lasted a little bit longer than that.
I mean, they still exist. You still have your nickel cage.
No, it was bumping on a Friday night in the arcade. Granted, it was attached to a mini golf course and Indy cars.
So
and all
it was
that.
one of these like adult fun center kind of boondock style.
I wouldn't call it an adult fun center.
I don't know what they call them anymore.
Well, it was just a mini golf center.
I know the David Buster's.
Family fun center.
Sure.
What they call
yes, I just know like David Buster's is now they call that an adult and it is more like arcadey.
Gotcha. This was actually a golf and stuff.
Very nice.
That's a pizza
special.
bomb.
That's all right. Wait until we get like a nice crowd here.
Oh, I thought it was just gonna blow up on us.
No. You spin around. You do a blade storm attack.
Okay. Now you got the white ninjas there.
Yep.
We're about to lose it, so just go ahead and pop that, and we'll give them the business. That's all.
That's you, dude. You got that. Reflected.
Got that pizza. Yeah, I've got a ton of stories from work in the arcade. The time I had to stop a drunk 20-something-year-old, he might have been 30, from beating up a bunch of middle school kids who clearly were up to shenanigans. But yeah, that was fun. Metalhead, right?
Yes, so good.
Now,
wait. So what were these shenanigans?
Oh, I wasn't there for that, but they clearly were antagonizing him, and there was like 8 of them. And right until the moment where I had to physically interpose myself and stop the dude from throwing a punch, they thought they were the business. And then when that happened, they suddenly didn't think themselves.
I just walked right into that.
So businessy. So that was fun.
Good times.
Weird thing to think those kids are adults now, like significantly into their adulthood.
I mean, it's hard to imagine that we are adults at this point.
Well, I mean, I think we've provided sufficient evidence that we are not.
To the contrary, absolutely. I agree with that.
Excuse me, I prefer man-child.
Man-child. Yes, absolutely.
Yes. Cowabunga.
Yeah, and having the voices in here, then like this
sewer
surfing, the mozzarella,
the Geiger knockoff. Yeah.
Yes. Oh man, Geiger, so good.
Creepy. Yeah, creepy. Yeah.
Weird dude.
I'll tell you what's it's been weird. Like as I've gotten older, actually starting to appropriate or develop an appreciation for the works of Lovecraft.
Oh yes.
Not the overtly racist stuff so much, but like the concepts that he's thrown out there.
Of the time. The weird dark,
Well, by the way, humanity was, not always the top dog on this planet. There was a race of super intelligent, Cthulhu things that they find ruins of in Antarctica, but,
Oh, yes, Mountains of Madness. Love Mountains of Madness.
Right, and then when they're running away from the creature, and then they realize that the creature is actually not malevolent, being chased by even more deadly creatures.
This
that's right. I remember that toast
the rough stuff here. At least they're dropping pizzas on us like crazy.
Well, they're dropping pizzas on you. That was
unfortunate. Here we go.
And these things are made out of mozzarella?
Yes, they are mutated pizzas.
Those monsters. Oh, and the first I go down for the first time.
Oh man. Yeah, we are taking it a little easy here.
Yeah, by cranking up the lives and turning down the difficulty.
Yes. And I think it's to our sanity.
Yes, but again, like we were talking about, palate cleanser games.
Yeah, palate cleanser.
The idea is to get through all of the games ever, not
and recording
master.
multiple episodes on a day. Definitely, you need a break up.
Break, go get lunch. Oh, I remember this toy. It was super
yes.
expensive.
This
Rat King.
Rat King. The
That's
mouse.
R King. Oh, that's a good abbreviation for that. What's he doing with the super advanced jet ski that goes in reverse?
Only in reverse. See, yeah. My jet ski drops mines in the front.
But goes in reverse.
It's so you have to drive it in reverse.
I'm sensing some design flaws here.
They didn't have an actual engineer on console for this vehicular design.
I'm trying to find that sweet spot where you can hit him and not get hit, and I'm not finding it.
Well, he's dead anyway.
I don't know. Okay, now he is.
We got this.
Nice anime face as he slides off the screen there. Oh, we're going to get into some crazy anime games at some point as well,
yes.
right?
Looking forward to that for sure.
Yeah, getting our full weeb on.
Yes. Got to tap into my weeb.
Yeah. Don't tap too hard. If your weeb lasts for more than 4 hours. Oh, this is like the prehistoric turtle guy. He's like all spike-shelled and stuff.
Ninja Turtles 2, right?
I'm pretty sure he was from the TV show. Before that,
I don't remember. I just remember from the movie.
Terrible movies.
Oh, terrible movies. How dare you blasphemy?
You're saying that like I'm wrong.
High cinema.
the pinnacle of art.
If only we had that kind of...
what, Vanilla Ice cameos is the pinnacle of art?
Yeah, instead of letting Michael Bay produce these faux turtle movies.
Okay, when you throw that comparison, yes, you do have a very good point.
But yeah, man, those were great. Practical effects of those stupid rubber suits.
Oh, yeah, okay. Great. The rubber suits were okay, actually. But we didn't have, like, the sweet... The Mousers? What are those robots called?
Oh, yeah, Mousers, the little robot.
That just
guys, yeah.
Totally just wrecked me.
Those were cool. I always love those in the show.
I'm surprised you can't get like a life-size one of those now.
I'm pretty sure you probably could have at some point.
I don't know. I don't think fandom exists in the way that, like, see, when we were kids...
You might be able to get one now.
Yeah. Like, when we were kids, they didn't have, like, adults who were into stuff like this, as opposed to now when you have adults that are into stuff like this, and so they're the market. It's like, yeah, you'll drop $3,000 on one of these, right? Eat you. What was...
Oh, I think I pushed two buttons at the same time and did a special.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, that's a pretty good one. I'm going to...
Yeah, just grab it. Yeah, very... Oh,
they're coming out of the floor.
Yes. Yeah, I don't know how canon that all is. Foot soldiers have been upgraded.
Oh, am I burning my life when I do that?
Oh, the special move.
I just burned a ton.
You gotta pay for that.
I think I paid the iron price.
The iron price. That's what I'm talking about.
Or, well, actually, it's technically what a quarter silver price.
Foot soldiers, man, worst henchmen ever.
Yeah, and also like the foot Taka
and Razor. That's great. And they don't have 2 health bars, but they do just like rotate between the two as we're killing them.
Well, I mean, processing space is at a premium.
Yeah, these are absolutely like straight out of the movie.
Did they get put in after the movies? That sounds like something that would have happened.
Yes. I guarantee that's how it went. I'm not like super well versed on the lore, other than like I know the original comic. Actually, I love the art style of the original comic. Wish I had a copy. I bet I could find a trade or something. Oh man! Look at that!
Oh,
look
just
at that.
Done.
Just suicide right on the,
Take
on the way out.
And it's like, oh, but by the way, then you're gonna have to pay to get through this door.
I guess all this iron price jokes just kind of falling into our lap.
Yeah, I mean,
Game of Thrones, hot right now.
Which will be but in 4 or 5 years, we'll be like, really?
I just completely dated this video.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure the date at the bottom of the video is going to do that.
Yeah,
but
fair enough.
Did we just get a free life because it made a Konami sound? And you did as well.
Yes.
After 200 points or kills or
200 kills.
Knockouts, is that what they call it? Because of Super Nintendo, no gore.
Yeah. This is a kid's game.
So we're going to put you on an elevator of death for children.
Oh! And then just have some bipedal running mice robots come through the door.
Yeah.
It's quite intimidating.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yep, see, that's why they set the white ninjas in first. Everybody knows white ninjas can't ninja.
Oh, man.
I don't know if do you remember that
White man
series?
can't ninja?
The American Ninja series?
Like,
yeah, 80s. Yes, it was an 80s movie.
Movies. Okay.
Yeah, the American Ninja.
American Ninja.
It's like, hey, we like the whole idea of ninjas, but what if it was white and it was in America?
Beverly Hills Ninja?
Well, I mean, that was much later. See, we wouldn't have that movie. It wouldn't be right for parody. I'm pretty sure this is where we throw people into, yeah.
Oh, look at that.
We got to throw it in the monitor.
Wait, how do we actually do that?
I don't know.
I have done it a number of times, but I'm not positive on how that was actually.
That's a good question. I'm not really sure.
Go and grab. Is there a button?
Also, don't let the target hit you. As I totally stand on the target.
Yeah, suck it. Suck it, Shredder.
Okay, so how do we do it?
I think it's just a combo thing, maybe? Nope.
Oh, did it again.
Oh, I think it's like during your combo if you get back, maybe?
I did not hit back that time, I didn't think. I think it's just more frequent when we're doing this.
Could be.
Whoop. Stop targeting me. I remember the time thinking this was revolutionary and so cool. And now I can look at this and I go like, why is the screen so cluttered? I can't see anything.
It is. Like Shredder needs all that stuff on his head.
Like we need to see Shredder.
Yeah,
like,
his head's up.
None
of it makes
he just
any
machine
sense.
gunned me. That seems a bit much. Are you figuring out how to do that? You did. Oh
no, I think I just did it enough times on accident that we have completed.
I went on a run about 3 or 4 as well. So that's right.
Here we go.
Now is the time.
Yes. Time to get our Doctor Who on.
Wait, he's banishing us to a time warp? He just jumped into the time warp.
Jumped into the time warp himself.
They just stole all our lives. My life.
Ooh.
Also, I have more whatever point kill type things there are. You look like you're doing way better, but scoreboard.
Hey, numbers don't lie.
Yeah.
Leaderboards don't lie.
I put my body on the line.
My KD
Get them points.
My KD's not great.
Again, we make the joke of you have to get good.
Get good. No scope.
There was some Japanese developer that was doing testing or something like that with the game that's... I can't recall if it's Dark Souls or something very Dark Souls-like. And they kept seeing this phrase, get good, and they're like, what does that even mean?
Come on. There we go. There we go.
I still feel like I got to throw people at the screen. Even though that part's
it's
over
also
now.
just kind of like a cool animation.
Oh, blew my mind when when me and my friends we were like, oh, that's how you damage him. You throw people at him. Just revelatory. Of course, I remember this game looking way better than 2.
See, now here's a game we need a remaster of.
Well, they should just remaster all the Turtle Arcade games.
Actually, didn't they do that for Xbox 360? I believe I have this on Xbox 360.
Turtles in Time?
Yeah.
That's something you need to look into.
Yeah, I may have that. We may be able to give that a taste.
Absolutely.
Well, I mean,
every game ever.
Should add that to the list.
Yeah, I mean,
put it on the schedule.
It doesn't exist. It's on the list. Really, like we were talking about off air, the idea that we have to make a list of things we've done
just to keep track. Yeah, make sure we have that checklist running.
Yeah,
and I do love checklists. So,
yeah, I'm pretty sure it's against YouTube's rules to have duplicate videos of the same thing up.
Oh yeah,
yeah, you can post one video of the thing.
That's all you're allowed.
That's it. There aren't 50 Call of Duty 360 no scope videos or anything.
Or Grand Theft Auto.
Or your PUBGs as it is now.
Oh man, chicken dinners.
Oh no! Speaking of, got bombed.
Whoa!
Oh,
what was
also
that?
spikes. Oh wow, he did a kick flip into the screen. Nice.
Oh, man, this guy's blocking. What is this?
Wait, there's guys who can... Oh, I see him. That's not cool. Yours. That guy just has an axe.
Giant axes. Yeah, I think they keep iterating on foot soldiers throughout.
Turtles in Time, Dark Souls of
the Dark Souls of
arcade
Ninja Turtle arcade games. Man, you see, that would be cool. I want some more Dark Souls type games in my life. And a Ninja Turtles version, I would be totally on board with.
I think it's that ship sailed. I don't think we're going to see like it's not going to be like
a bunch of new Ninja Turtle games.
Right. Well, it's also I mean, or Dark Souls like control schemes. I think it's not going to be like Batman. Batman, the Arkham Asylum stuff,
detective mode and all that.
Well, not even that, but the combat style was just so good it got copied everywhere.
It's just kind of normal at this point.
Yeah, it's like everybody goes, oh, it's a Batman control scheme, but not everybody knows. I bet you there's people that don't even know about Arkham Asylum that love that control style now. Enough time has passed. So yeah, I think that's. I don't see Dark Souls ever getting to that point.
Yeah, it's true. I don't know. I just enjoy the more. What is this?
I remember this guy. He had the crooked sword and like he's all He's a prehistoric turtle guy. This
Bizarro Leonardo.
He's kind of all of them. He's a blocker though. Like yeah, we're coming for your quarters now.
Some of these damage animations are pretty solid. Look at that. Look at that face he pulls.
Also, because his name is Slash, he's going to be doing some wicked guitar solos, and then we're screwed.
If he beats us, he just puts on a giant top hat.
I mean, yeah. If you were a prehistoric Ninja Turtle, wouldn't you?
Oh, man.
Oh, dude. And he's got a ton of health. I don't know if we've taken off a health bar.
Are we doing this wrong?
Well, he's blocking. In a side scroller, beat him up. I mean, that doesn't seem.
Okay, we're a block. We're a health block down.
I think as he's just going to start attacking way more frequently.
Okay, come on, buddy.
Okay, we got him down two health blocks. Oh yeah.
Can't seem to find
he blocked
consistent attack. Yeah, he does block.
He hit you, and I was already in air when I made contact. He blocked. So,
man, I love these beat 'em up games. They're all so good.
Did that just? I didn't think I hit two buttons there. No. I burned a health bar.
Burned super.
But I didn't think I hit the two buttons. And
got a life tap to do your special moves. Wow, come on. We gotta pay attention here.
Yeah.
Oh, he's getting more aggressive as he's closer to death. That's for sure.
No, I mean that's
surprisingly more aggressive.
Yeah.
Gotta back off and let him move. As soon as he lands, it's kind of like your best.
Ooh, I'm actually just getting juggled.
Yeah, I look forward to getting some fighting games on. I do love a good fighting game. Not that I was ever very good at them.
Yeah, but that is absolutely what I was. I was terrible at fighting games. Always, like,
I could Hadouken.
The most, the compliment I got was not the newest Mortal Kombat, but the one before that, the first one with the real story mode. I got the compliment like, man, you sure know how to use those uppercuts effectively. Was a compliment a friend got.
Juggling.
Well, no, just you're going to jump at me, I'm going to uppercut. It's the only thing I know how to do.
Makes sense.
Super satisfying. Also, we're pirate ninjas.
Skull and crossbones.
Ooh, skull and crossbones. Ooh.
So good.
Oh, I walked right into that trap. Don't walk into
those nailed down or not really nailed down planks.
Yeah, I have a questionable physics. Sorry, video game. You're gonna get. You're lucky we don't rate games. That's all I'll say.
These traps are misleading.
Isn't that the point of traps? To be misleading?
I think so.
All right. And archers now?
Oh, yeah.
We're going to get back to the present, and they're going to have, like, minigun foot soldiers.
Oh, I guarantee.
At least.
Oh, no, because I think it goes into the future at some point.
Oh, does it?
If I remember right.
Careful. Watch your feet there. Yeah, I would believe that. I need to get to 400 whatever it is, so I don't.
So you can get another health. Yeah.
I assume it's 400. It probably actually
must
isn't.
be.
I mean, you say
Every
must,
200.
but this is a Konami game, is it not?
Is it? Oh, it. Yes.
Yes.
I
So
wasn't paying a lot of attention to the title screen. Oh,
you weren't paying attention to your feet
right
either.
Into that.
Oh,
We got a pirate ship in the background. I think we're going to start getting cannonballs.
Yep. Right now we're just getting rocked.
Oh, come on.
Oh, I did. I was gonna say I didn't do that, but I mean, clearly I did that.
These guys are the worst.
I remember these guys from the cartoon. They're from Krang's Dimension, aren't they?
You know, honestly, those later I love the cartoon, but like the later stuff is like I just don't remember it. I don't remember much of the Krang. I mean, I remember Krang and his crazy robot body, all that stuff, and the Technodrome. But
Right.
oh,
That was not a very long spin.
arrow to the face.
Okay. Continues are happening.
You hit select. Yeah.
No, I got you. I just was milking it for what it's worth.
Yeah, there we go. Man, I just keep jumping right under those bombs. So did you watch? Were you pretty into the cartoon as a kid?
I mean, it was on, and I would watch it.
Okay.
I was into
You
it
were
as
not
you.
fanboy.
Well, I mean, the definition of that has changed so much. I was aware of the turtles and I liked them. That's all you had to have back in the day.
Fair enough. I religiously watched it.
Because I mean, you would say like, "Oh, did you see X?" And people are like, "No," and they just deep intake of breath and then breathlessly tell you about the thing that happened. So no one would get mad about you like not seeing stuff because then they could tell you about stuff.
I mean, all we had was those were the cartoons.
Oh.
So here we go. Here's your Bebop and Rocksteady.
Nice. Do we want to single somebody out, the single target, or are we gonna council fight this?
I don't know if there's a good way to separate them because they looks like.
Oh.
Do we have any like kind of? Are we up on anybody? Oh, Bebop. Let's kill Bebop. He's got one. Oh, there we go.
How about I just double hit? Oh.
Because we're running out of lives.
Well, when they're clustered.
Yeah, it's hard to. Oh man, Rocksteady, that the range. Is just
Well,
so
especially because he's real good at picking you out of the air when you're jump kicking him. Yeah, it's just.
There we go. Yeah.
Oh, did we just get them both at once?
It is council. I think they share health pool.
I don't know. They were at different health levels. All right. I mean, maybe they
I
share
wasn't
health.
paying that close.
Are we talking Diablo Health Link thing? Like it's
there
slowly
we go.
bouncing back and forth?
Yeah. It was just taking a second to update latency.
Yeah. See, we've already made way more progress than Earthworm Jim here. Oh, okay. So we're going back to the future.
Yep.
Burning my shell at wounded knee.
Oh man,
And
that's great. Like
That's the
this
alligator dude?
audio, man, just brings me back.
You're just right there.
Yeah. Loving it.
Now we're playing Sunset Riders. I know you don't get that joke.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
Somebody will. Eventually.
I just love the arcade style.
I mean, there's something
I don't know
about
why.
it.
Yeah, there's like you can kind of get into like a flow with it.
Well,
it's kind of like little
yeah.
button mashy.
Let me ask you, how do you feel about Dynasty Warriors games? Because they are the spiritual
Honestly,
successor.
I have kind of.
You've already heard bad things about them, so you never got into them, have you?
Honestly, as much as I'm actually a huge fan of that aesthetic, like the ancient feudal
Yeah.
kind of conflict, but I never had the opportunity, I guess, to really dig into it.
See, and they have some great variations of it.
Right,
We're throwing
yeah.
up air quotes like the Gundam
Yeah,
Dynasty War ones.
seems interesting.
There's no different except for it's like, hey, we're going to come up with a flimsy plot that puts all characters from all these eras in the same spot, which is kind of funny because
Which is their kind of bread and butter at this point,
well,
is it not?
Well, now that they've been doing the Build Fighter Gundam animes, then yes, it's a better setting for all that. In fact, which is why the
I mean, I was curious about Hyrule Warriors.
that
one looked really cool.
That's exactly what that is. That's a Dynasty Warrior
Dynasty
game.
Warriors.
And now they've got the
type game.
for the Switch. They're going to have the Fire Emblem version of that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
I did not play a ton of Fire Emblem.
Well, it does. You don't really need to because they're completely changing up what it is. Though it's the same thing. It's like all
Now,
stars.
Fire Emblem were tactics
Yes, they were
RPGs.
Before Tactics was the brand. Yes. Yeah, they the first game was on Nintendo.
Is that right? Is it a tactics RPG? Is that what you call that?
You would call it a turn-based tactical, I think. But
yeah.
since Final Fantasy Tactics
Final Fantasy Tactics
was the
kind of
thing that
one
people
Tactics Ogre.
Believe me, my childhood
those
was
style.
not my childhood, but like my teen years, trying to explain to people what a Fire Emblem game was, and they're like, "Oh, you mean like Final Fantasy Tactics?" Like, you know what? Yeah, sure, fine.
Yes, it's that. Except, oh man, Tactics! I can't wait for that because that's one I never finished.
Oh yeah.
And I do love Final Fantasy Tactics. Not that I was great at a tactics type game. I think I probably handle a little bit better now than I did as a middle schooler.
I was the person. It's all yours. Who is a pathological Fire Emblem games. If your character died, that was it. They were gone.
I think that's the case in Tactics.
Right, but they were like it could change up the story and all these things. It was super cool and mind blowing. But of course, that was the person like. Nope, they knocked that one guy out. I've got to restart this entire mission and save them.
Now, we were talking about the Dynasty Warriors type games.
So, no, sorry. I was talking about the tactics games.
Right. I mean, before that. Sorry, I'm changing gears.
Okay, yes.
Yeah, because tactics games are great, and we both like them. So
yes.
we'll get around to that for sure. But I am curious, what is your kind of more in the vein of these beat-em-ups? Like, what is your experience with a Dynasty Warriors-esque?
I played the first Gundam.
Oh, you played the Gundam one?
Oh, I played the first one. I want to say I tried to play the third or fourth one.
Okay.
And they evolved into the Gundam Breaker games, and I imported a copy of 3, which is actually sitting right over there. If you could look over sideways and see it.
I see that on the table.
And it is a ton of fun because it actually puts in a building mechanic, so you can build your own Gundam.
Which is interesting, especially me having very specific tastes in mech Gundams.
Yeah, exactly.
That interests me. So there's none of, like, were you just playing as very notable Gundams?
The early ones were like, hey, you're playing as Amuro Ray, and you start off in the 78, but then you can, like, I've leveled up, and now I'm going to put him in the Wing Gundam, because I've unlocked everything.
Kind of what you'd expect, all right.
Yeah, but, and they...
Is there a story?
Yes.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
I'm going to, you can't see me throwing up air quotes, I'm throwing up air quotes. There's kind of a story. It's not what you're there for. You turn off the volume, you put on a podcast or YouTube
just
or something.
Mow down
and just
waves
you
of,
get home from work and you're kind of
workers.
you just need to kind of stress relieve. And so you're like, okay, I'm just going to, like, I couldn't tell you what I was fighting. They're just generic
that
mechs.
sounds really good.
Yeah, I mean...
F-Zero?
Yeah, this is pretty much F-Zero. Do we have to jump over those gaps?
I don't think so.
Okay, then...
I think we can jump. This is... Oh, man, look at that. This is a great map.
I like how we're still attacking sideways, even though they're coming at us vertically. That's... Yeah, well, I mean, you gotta save your budget somewhere.
Yeah, that's all you gotta do. I mean, absolutely.
But I like the Dynasty Warrior style games. The setting... I don't know, the ancient Japanese... no, not Japan. Chinese setting.
Don't let them do anything.
Stop doing
anything. You could
anything.
really just cheese this because, like, any hit, one hits them.
Oh,
no,
that's
where you gotta jump.
You just had to say something, didn't you?
Did. Jinx us.
Our little secret. We're just gonna cheese this whole thing. Oh no.
Okay, the question marks are pizzas.
Well, yes, but I'm losing more life than I'm gaining by grabbing pizzas. Actually, no, I'm good. I think.
Oh, look at that. Mixing it up.
Speaking of mechs.
Shredder, man, getting clever on us. Got a jump kick.
They'll never expect the foot from the air. But, yeah.
So you never played any of the actual, like,
I did.
China ones?
I did, but I never really got really far because the aesthetic is all right, but not necessarily my thing.
Fair enough.
But I mean, I like the idea. But I never.
Yeah. At some point, we're gonna have to experience them. So.
I mean, definitely.
Look forward to that.
That's coming sometime in the future.
Ooh, look at
also,
that. Also,
F-Zero's
Krang cameo.
Yeah.
Like, oh wait, are we fighting him right now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, what a great villain.
Super Krang. Okay.
Oh yeah. Is it because he has wings? That's why he's Super Krang.
Sure.
green alien dude in a robot body. It's so cool.
Yeah.
He's always so gross, dude.
Yeah.
With weird little
And
tentacles.
his voice was gross.
Oh, his voice was gross.
In a way that made you just feel gross.
And especially after like having Shredder as your main villain for a while. You know,
Shredder
at least
always had
he always had like some kind of like, I don't know, honor.
a noble aesthetic, even.
Sort of, yeah. Kind of the samurai.
I mean, not,
history
but
stuff.
I think it's just the helmet made you think of a samurai.
Yeah. I'm not giving him more credit than he's due, probably just from the movies and being a kid.
Yeah. The nuance
But
of his
yeah,
character.
Krang was always just slimy, like world domination oriented.
Yeah.
It was less just like revenge. on
Shredder
the
was
turtles.
a bad guy you could get behind.
Yeah, it was just revenge on the turtles. You know, I was like, okay, I can understand his motives, but
Oh, this is 2020. This is 3 years from now.
oh snap! Look how far we're gonna go in 3 years.
Well, Las Vegas is.
Right, Vegas. My bad. Is that what that was?
Well, that's totally Cyber Vegas.
Future Vegas. Yeah, Cyberpunk Vegas, man. I would go there.
Heck yeah.
Sounds amazing.
What's the new CD Projekt Red? The guys who did The Witcher. It's Cyberpunk something. Looking forward to that game. Yeah.
Witcher doing cyberpunk stuff?
Yeah. Well, they finished Witcher. Oh, we're on a starbase.
I never did. I think I was watching a Let's Play of Witcher 3 and
Yeah.
never finished it. but-
I bought the everything pack for $20. And
Did you play through it?
Oh. Got out through the tutorial and went, I'll come back to this because
It is a dense game.
it's beautiful too.
Yes, gorgeous game. And dude's horse's name is Roach.
Always.
So good.
Never not Roach.
Always roaching it.
Hey now. This is a family stream.
But yeah, Witcher, fantastic stuff.
It looked super cool. I was watching a video where someone was basically going at length at like how the Witcher himself is actually.
Speed this up a little.
Well, you know how Batman is really it's just like straight copyright infringement of the Shadow.
Sure.
Yeah, The Witcher is that of some other comic book character or something like.
Oh, really?
Wholesale lifted, yeah.
Interesting. Isn't the Witcher is there Witcher books?
Yes.
Is it based on books?
It was written as novelizations initially.
No, was it novelizations of the game though?
No. I'm saying like it was like 20, 30 years ago that the Witcher
Oh.
books were written, and they're only recently being translated. I think. I don't know.
Because that whole like premise of a Witcher as a profession is pretty cool.
The world is very interesting. Definitely, it's that. It's like, would you call that a dark fantasy?
Fantasy to me.
Well,
I don't know what dark fantasy.
Dark
versus-
fantasy is the same as a regular fantasy, but like everything has.
Break it down for me.
It-
What's
it-
high fantasy?
Okay, I think high fantasy is like the more noble things and the consequences. Like everything has consequences, but they're not as bad. I know I'm totally butchering this. And then regular fantasy is like regular consequences, and dark fantasy
Oh,
is
dang it,
everybody
bro.
dies because of all consequences. Like
Okay,
it's never not.
interesting.
Like it's super dark and like Dark Souls is a
never-
dark fantasy.
Okay, yeah. I mean, okay, sure.
Since we've already mentioned that,
Yeah, no, that's
I am just
as dark as they come.
I
it
am
seems.
just making this up as I go along. That was always my conception
Yeah,
of it. Is
that's
like,
your scale.
like your dark fantasy would be more brutal, and like I think I've got caught onto it as people use it as like a buzzword. They're like, oh, it's a dark fantasy, and it's just like, you know what? I'll pass because I'm not really.
Is there fantasy noir?
Oh gosh, there should be.
That would be cool. Is that what steampunk is?
No, steampunk is not fantasy noir, but that's
It could be. What if it was steampunk elves?
it's fantasy. It's fantasy. I would say cyberpunk, but that doesn't work. 'Cause
That's techno elves.
yeah. And those are the most tolerable
We're
of
talking
elves.
about elves. I hate elves.
Yeah, I'd say that's the most tolerable is cyber elves.
Cyber elves.
But even then,
Oh man.
that's why I thought. I saw some people talking on Twitter about how crazy the Elder Scrolls games are, and like that one
Which
is
ones?
no the lore, the unifying lore.
The whole lore.
Like
I have actually never played an Elder Scrolls game.
it's crazy stuff. Like okay, so you have orcs that are straight up just as orc copywriting orcs as you get. You know, they are fitting the mold, but they're not actually orcs. They're elves.
So they're Urukai.
No, oh, well, I'm sure, but like,
It's all ripped off Tolkien. What are you gonna do?
But no, but they're like basically everything. It's humans and elves is basically how it breaks down. So like orcs are elves, the dwarves are all dead, but when they were alive, they were actually elves, but dwarves.
Wait, what are we talking? Oh yeah, that's Elder Scrolls, right?
Yeah.
Maybe I don't want to play an Elder Scrolls.
They're actually really cool and crazy and.
Oh gosh, this is the worst boss.
I mean,
what is this?
I'll take it taking a while and us just having to hit him. As long as he doesn't do any stupid moves.
Stupid move incoming.
Right? World-ending meteor coming from the sky.
Exactly. See that?
That's a pretty stupid move. I take it back. This boss is
Sticking us in a
terrible.
bubble. Oh, come on.
Now,
Come on
now I'm having the bubble does damage to me. Why did I'm so angry? It's like, look, turtles can hold their breath. They'll be fine. Also, ninjas can hold their breath. So, a bubble that lasts like 5 seconds shouldn't be a problem.
Wait, hold on. We're not done talking about fantasy. So is there only the two? Is there high and dark fantasy?
And then regular.
And just fantasy. Okay, so
Oh, I'm sure
that all seems extremely arbitrary.
It's probably like metal, and that
metal fantasy. Oh
no,
my gosh,
no. I'm saying
board.
like if you ever listen to somebody who's way into metal talk about the genres of metal, there's like 45 genres. You're like, it's not so much a black metal as it's like a death, like stone metal, and you're like, sorry, what?
Stoner metal.
Not yeah. I mean yeah. So
emo
it's
core.
Right, and it's like.
If music genres are the worst.
Exactly. I imagine fantasy is just the same. It's actually like a
is it
anthropomorphic fantasy, and
because I mean I've read a bit. I've read a bit of fantasy. Obviously I've read some of the classic stuff, Tolkien, that kind of thing. But then there's just like some off the wall stuff I've read. What's his face? Sanderson. I read one of his books.
I read one of his books as well that I didn't think was great. Now, granted, it was his first book.
Elantris.
Elantris, yes.
Yes, exactly that. I mean, it's very different than a Tolkien fantasy for sure.
Absolutely. Tolkien fantasy is good.
Suck it, Sanderson.
Oh, come on. He's doing fine.
He's doing well.
He could take a little criticism of his first book. Oh, it's Super Shredder.
Yes.
I think
again
we've used
right out of
we've used one continue.
This is three Turtles 2 references.
Yes,
Super Shredder was also Turtles 2.
So are you counting the other two as one?
The other two?
The two
I'm talking about movies only.
No, I'm saying the references.
Oh yeah, Toka and Razor.
Yeah, is that one reference?
I guess that technically it's 3 beings, sure. But yes, I was counting that as a single thing because they're not seen separately.
Right.
They are definitely a duo a la Bebop and Rocksteady,
who are seen separately quite often in the game.
Not this one.
No, that's a fair point.
Oh man, that fire move is brutal.
Also, if you look at his health pips, they're kind of crazy.
Special. Yeah. What do I need to press?
Start.
Yeah, let's do
and
this.
Then start. Oh, you're.
Oh no, am I?
No, not yet.
Let's mix it up. I'm Raph. Let's do this. He was always the cool one, right?
No. No, he wasn't. That's like saying Michelangelo was always the funny one.
I mean, come on. That's such a great joke, though. And Jose Canseco bet? Tell me, you didn't pay money for this. So good.
No, in the movie it was good. He was snarky.
He was perfectly snarky.
I wouldn't call him cool. Snark isn't cool. Sorry, Joe.
What is cool then? Being stupid like Mikey?
I mean, in a sense, cool is not caring.
He was funny. At least Raph was just like aloof.
Did we just go to AD 1992? Is that did we just beat the game?
I think was that it? Did we do it?
Are starting to show promise. I think they're going to mock us for not playing on hard difficulty.
Look at that. We're so hardworking.
Straight up, they're like,
oh man, that felt good though.
Wow. This is where the Bungie got the idea for having the extra legendary ending.
Oh yeah,
because they got mocked because they're like, oh, I'm going to show them.
Look at that, 26:04.
26 minutes to beat it. Well, that is a bit of a palate cleanser.
We each used a continue.
2. I continued right at the end.
Oh, you continued 2. Okay.
But I didn't die at all, so
Not bad. Not bad.
Not bad. No,
Felt good.
that was a lot of fun.
And that's a great game. I've always been a huge fan of Turtles in Time. Even playing it on easy, it's I don't know, it just feels good.
Yeah, no, this would have been a good first episode. Had we not decided to record Earthworm Jim
just
first.
kicking it out.
Yeah.
Oh, Konami.
All right.
R.I.P. Kojima.
All right. Well, that was fun, Joe. Thank you, and we'll see you again next time. We'll figure out something to play.
Yeah.